Sit beneath a dulbon tree.
I'm Meg Huddleston. I'm a Rotary woman from Talbragar Mission in Dubbo, New South Wales. We actually moved to Canberra in the late 1979. So from 1980 we've practically lived in Canberra most of the time when our kids were like going to high school. During that time, my husband's brothers and family were always into art and always doing paintings and selling artwork up in Darwin. So what happened was, he said to me one time, let's form an organisation so we can put in for some funds to get an Aboriginal art gallery going. So that's what we did, our family, along with Bob. We formed Burrunju in 2006 and put in for some funds and were successful in 2009, and that's when this gallery started to operate. So the first lot of paintings that appeared on the walls were mostly from our family, the Huddleston family. After that, people sort of came into the gallery and they said, oh, can we put some stuff in here too? And we said, that's what this place is about. It's for community to do their artwork and exhibit their artwork for sale, and that way then they can earn some money. So that's how we started off the gallery. It was a lot of hard work at first. But after 5 years, we have over almost 40 artists contributing work in this gallery, and they range from all over New South Wales, as far as Griffith, northern New South Wales, down the coast, and of course Darwin. So we've got a variety of artwork from different artists, from both Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artists, and also local Ngunnawal artists. We've got a couple of artists here as well. So I think on the whole we're pretty proud of what we've achieved so far. But in the meantime we want to go further than just doing artwork. We want to get into doing workshops and that. We want to get into drama, we want to get into music. There's a lot of other avenues that mean cultural and heritage, and that's what we want to be seeing here at this gallery. There's more emphasis on this being a facility where people come here from all over the place, all over the world, and they come here to see what sort of cultural things we have. To help us along the way, we've had a lot of help. A lot of volunteer work goes on in the background. I'm the office manager for Burrunju, and I do all the paperwork and the bookwork and the accounting, because that's where I've worked most of my working life. And I learnt that when I worked at Aboriginal hostels mostly. I learnt finance and payroll there, so I have a good background with finance. We've got good governance with our board. We have a very good board who work with each other. I also use Indigenous community volunteers. They came in and helped us with our first business plan. Then they helped us with the strategic plan. And I've also asked them to do correspondence occasionally when I've needed it. So we use quite a few ICV volunteers to work with us. And the other area they helped us with was getting our first website up. That was a major task that we had to get that going. And we have had a lot of people looking at the website, and they know where they can come, visit at different times for whatever's happening in the community.
I'm standing here with Dale Huddleston, one of the main members here in the community of Canberra, works out here at the Burrunju Gallery. So I just want to ask you, Dale, firstly, what does Burrunju mean?
Burrunju is our traditional country. It was my father's traditional country in Arnhem Land, in southern Arnhem Land, in a place called Roper River, the Nooka Aboriginal community, and that's what it means, and that's our traditional country.
Beautiful. And the Burrunju Gallery, when was it open at first? Which year?
2009 it opened. It was, like I said, it was a dream of my father, late Bobby Huddleston, to have a community-based art gallery in Canberra, and they started the ball rolling probably 3 years prior to that, and we were lucky enough to secure this beautiful space here to have as our gallery.
I noticed you got a lot of different artists coming through in and out, and just tell me, what sort of the artists have come through here in the past?
Well, Canberra being a pretty sort of transient society, group of people, is that we get people from, as you can see by the art here, we get people from all over the country that reside in Canberra because they've moved here for work. So they come down here, and there's artists here from South Australia, there's artists here from Northern Territory, Queensland, everywhere, and regional New South Wales, because Canberra is a meeting place, and that's what it means. And like I say, majority of the Aboriginal people here don't come from here.
Well, that's pretty interesting. So there's a lot of different variety from each part of the lands that, obviously, the meeting place here in Canberra. So the next one, I just want to ask you, the sort of programs that you have here, could you tell me a bit about the other things that you have running from the gallery itself?
I work with Guggengarwang Youth Aboriginal Corporation, and we're a youth centre. So we run about 4 of our different programs out of this facility. We've got a workshop upstairs, which we utilise every week. We have an artist. We have like a young men's group. We've got a young women's group. We've also got the young mothers group that come in here. We're looking at sort of an elders group coming in here to paint as well. So we've got a studio that is here, so it gets utilised by the community.
My name's Lynette Talbot. I'm a Burrunju woman from the south coast of New South Wales. I was born in Nowra. At a very early age, I moved to Cobar, so I'm influenced by 2 places. You can see that in my artwork because I have a lot of the red areas, red desert and all the Cobar things showing up, but I can also do work that is reminiscent of the coast as well. I've only been practicing art since 2010. I'm currently involved doing my 3rd year certificate part-time in the cultural arts. I work here at Burrunju Art Gallery on Mondays and Tuesdays as a project officer, raising the awareness of the gallery. I'm also involved in the Burrunju's new initiative, which is Artists in Schools program. So I'm hoping to get out there and be an artist in schools. I like mixed media. I've never quite settled on just the one. I actually love to sew. I like to do quilted items. I love to put the Aboriginal print materials into the things that I sew. I love to do glass work, painting on glass, and I like to do the Aboriginal dilly bags. I really enjoy that. And of course I do just straight mixed media painting, but always not just paint, always with something else as well. So can't keep it just acrylic paints. But I get involved in all sorts of things. Oh, and weaving. I love to weave as well, but all my weaving stuff is going into exhibition at NAIDOC Week, so sorry about that.
My name is Linda Huddleston, and I belong to quite a few different tribes. My grandfather's and tribe up in Northern Territory, a place called Roper River, called Nandi tribe. And my grandmother's tribe, which is called Burrunju, from Wave Hill in Northern Territory, and my mother's tribe, Wiradjuri, from Dubbo, New South Wales. And I have been painting for at least 30 years. I first picked up a paintbrush and decided to do a painting of an animal, and then I ended up doing dots. So I ended up painting a lot of my paintings are based on my grandmother's country, where I do the traditional dot works and in the traditional ochre colours, earth colours. And I have a lot of stories to my paintings, passed down to me from my traditional owners, traditional elders.
So you've told us you've got different variety of programs here for so many different artists. Who are the different artists that have come through here so far?
We've had through the other programs that I run. We've run programs here with, like, I run a program in the detention centre at Bimbri, and some of those artists have worked here as well and exhibiting their art as well. So, and we're trying to get programs into correctional centres as well, so that on release some of these guys can exhibit their art here as well.
I notice you have a studio within the building. Is that also a place where most of these artists come in and do you have programs within teaching music, musical skills, the technology and all that sort of side?
We use it mainly as a performance thing, but we're going to run sort of dance workshops in there, and dig workshops and those sort of things for the community. Like basically this place here, you can come into it, you can do an art workshop, you can go to view a video on Aboriginal culture. You can also do a didgeridoo workshop here. This is what the sort of gallery is about, and the cultural centre.
My name is Matthew Joseph, and my tribe is from Darwin and the Armorlands in Darwin, and Queensland in Atherton, the Tablelands. I've been painting since I was 12. I was taught by my mum and my dad, first just doing little dot paintings, and then I ended up doing my own creations and all that. The reason I paint is because I love to do it, and it's my culture, so I'd like to keep the tradition going. I've also been playing the didgeridoo for a while now, been doing different gigs around Canberra and Sydney, like the multicultural festivals and NAIDOC Week.
We've got a lot of performing artists out of here as well, which we've got dance groups that perform at the cultural centre here. And we've also got a lot of musicians that are based here in Canberra that utilise. When we have concerts here, we're trying to get a group of musicians, and we've got a lot of young people that are performing at our community functions as well.
So Burrunju is also one of those places where young people actually get up and start a career within music and such. So it acts like a hub for a lot of young musicians coming through.
Yeah, it's not only the visual arts, it's performing arts as well. So what we're trying to create through our programs through the youth centre is we've got a music program running there, and like I said, some of those guys in the music program are actually out performing now, so they're starting to get a taste for doing shows in not only this community but in our surrounding communities.
Sounds like there's been a few people that have been quite successful so far. So if you can just give us a few of those names and examples of.
Well, we've had you know, we've had a lot of the young guys in the hip hop field that are performing. So we've got like about 3 different acts there, and we've also got our sort of steady performers, like myself and also Johnny Huckle, and we've got young Benny Slab performing now, and your daughter Keisha, she's performing as well. So we've got quite a big variety of like talent here in the ACT.
Love me right, promise to hold me tight, and I will love you, and I will love you. There's a lot of guys out there that think it's funny to go breaking young hearts. No, that ain't funny. Yes, I'm scared of what I don't know. I want things to be right and not wrong. If you think that I'm easy, you got me all wrong. Games of love, I've loved and lies, but no amount of pain can make my heart stop. Love me right, promise to hold me tight, and I will love you, and I will love you.
G'day, my name's Duncan Smith. We're here at the 2014 Multicultural Festival with a little mob from Forbes. We're dancing here at the festival. We've been doing shows at all the different stages, and this little mob are from the Red Band College in Forbes. And this is the first time they ever come down to the festival. We went out a couple of times and taught them to dance. Not that they didn't know how to dance, they know how to dance, but brought them down. We've been doing we've done the main stage yesterday, done 3 or 4 shows today. And the Multicultural Festival is a great place for bringing all different cultures together, but Aboriginal culture is the first culture of this country, and has been here for thousands and thousands of years. And it makes me proud to see all these little fellas here standing strong, being proud in their culture and bringing it to the big city. First time.
The next dance we're going to do is showing off dance. So I want to hear about all the movements of our body, arms, legs, putting them both together, eh? Delay. Woo.
Two steps on an open road, heading down the far south coast. Fishing line in the back, bottle of Bundy in my haversack. I'm heading where the road leads me, down where the beaches meet the sea, down where my people always greet me, on a southern sapphire day.